Okay, so it's that time again. If you are looking for new recipes for you and your family, you've come to the right place. We try new recipes all the time and share the winners with you. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. Okay, so a lot of you are new here, and you came because of a recent video where I used Kielbasa. If you are one of the new subscribers from that video, comment below and let me know that you're new here. I want to say hey. But I had one Kielbasa left over from when I was filming that video, and I thought we could use it tonight because it's been raining for a solid, what, 2 days now?
Yes.
And it is currently 57 degrees outside, and it's rainy. I don't know what's happening here in South Carolina.
Hey, we're going to have some tomatoes though, ain't we?
Oh gosh. We planted a ton of tomatoes, and we're going to have a ton of tomatoes. But we are having cheesy potato Kielbasa soup.
That sounds delicious.
We're going to make things really simple. I'm going to chop up these carrots, the celery, and half of this onion, but we are going to use our handy dandy chopper. So we need finely diced onion. We need about half of an onion.
That's therapeutic, isn't it?
It is.
Just like crush it.
Yep. It's really nice. And then we've got 2 stalks of celery. I just washed these. Let's cut the ends off. This needs to be finely diced as well. And all the onions, carrots, and celery are going to be going into the pot at the same time, so we can just leave it all in here. And then we've got 2 large carrots that we're going to dice as well. All right, we've got our carrots, our celery, and our onion. So I went to my P.O. box today, and we had 2 shirts in there. Let's see what it says. It says, is it Stud Spud or Spud Stud?
Spud Stud.
Spud Stud. And then mine says Southern Lady Spud. We're the Spud couple tonight. We're excited to get back to filming. We haven't filmed in a minute.
Got a couple of Spuds over here.
Oh, we do. Look at it.
Oh, look. It's me and you.
This is me.
Okay.
Hold it up.
Such a tater.
I got a new peeler. Mine was getting, I'd had it for years and years. This one is really nice. It's so smooth. And as someone taught me, it has a really good pointy tip here to kind of dig out any bad spots. So that's nice. So we got the Spud Stud cutting up the spuds.
Oh yeah.
He's just cutting them into like 1-inch chunks. We're gonna put them in this bowl and add some water so that they don't brown because we don't need them quite yet. Now he's going to slice this Kielbasa into like, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch slices. Okay, so I've got this large Dutch oven, a little bit of olive oil in there. This is on medium-high heat, and Steven's gonna add in our Kielbasa, and we're gonna cook this for 5 to 6 minutes. We'll stir it around, get it kind of brown, and then we'll take it out. Okay, this has been cooking for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes, and we're gonna remove it now to this plate over here with paper towel on it. So there was still some fat behind from the Kielbasa, but he wanted to add a little more olive oil. We're gonna add in all of our carrots, onion, and celery. And then we'll also add in a couple of cloves of minced garlic. And we're just gonna saute this for 2-3 minutes. So Steven's just gonna add in a little salt and pepper as this is cooking. So he's gonna add our garlic in. He's gonna stir that around, and I'm gonna go grab our chicken broth. So now we're gonna add in 4 cups or a whole carton of chicken broth. And he's gonna scrape up that bottom as he's adding it because it's got lots of flavor there on the bottom of the pot. Once he adds that in, we need to also add in our potatoes. So I'm gonna drain those really quickly. Get that water off of there. We're gonna bring this up to a boil and let it boil for about 15 minutes. You want your potatoes to get fork tender. What was that, Spud Stud? He said he wants to jump in there. You goofy.
La-da-dee, la-da-da.
So this has come up to a boil, so what we need to do is reduce the heat and cover it. We're gonna let it simmer for about 15 minutes, and we'll check it after that 15 minutes and make sure that they are fork tender. Ma'am, say it's been a minute since I've seen the camera, but I know that if the camera's out, what does that mean, Gracie Lou? See, it means cheese. Fun stuff. I went to a cookie decorating class with my friend Laurie the other day, and this was the cookies, or this is what they were supposed to look like. It was called Honey I'm Comb class, and it was so much fun. So she already had the cookies baked, we just decorated them. These are the only two that are left of the ones that I made because we've been eating them. But this was my first time ever decorating cookies, and I'm pretty impressed with myself. She had a very easy to follow instruction manual. So you basically just followed along with this. And of course she was in the class making them with us. And it showed you how to decorate everything. I won a little giveaway at the end, and I was able to bring home the ones that she made during the class. So here's professionally decorated cookies. They are some of the best sugar cookies I've ever had. They're super buttery and soft, so good, and it was just so much fun. So look for a cookie decorating class in your area and go with a friend. I'm telling you, that's a good time. Potatoes are tender, so we're gonna add in our sausage. Steven's gonna stir that around, and then we're also gonna be adding in 2 cups of milk and some cheeses. You ready for some cheese? Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got 2 cups of shredded cheddar, and then about 1/2 cup of shredded Parmesan. Okay, we're just gonna stir that in, and we're gonna let it continue to cook just for another 5 to 10 minutes, just until all of that cheese melts and it warms through. And then it will be time to eat.
It looks creamy, it smells delicious. Wow, yes. Rainy day, warm or hot soup.
Yeah.
Warming your soul.
Right.
I love soup with like a milk or a cream in there with potatoes.
Yes.
It's like extra creamy
Yeah.
and comforting, you know?
Absolutely.
And then you've got the flavor of the kielbasa.
That's why you don't have to add a lot of seasonings to this because of that kielbasa. It has so much flavoring already in it. I have been cold for 2 days straight just because of the cold rain that we've been having, and this is perfect. Those carrots and celery, they have the perfect texture. They're super soft. The potatoes are perfect texture. This is so good. And if you would prefer this to be more like a stew, you could definitely do like a cornstarch slurry and add that in and thicken it up. But Steven and I prefer the soup version. What is it? We ain't got nothing for you. You already had cheese. Yeah. Lou. Say the older I get, the louder I get, y'all. That's right. Tell them. Yeah. Okay, for our second recipe, we are gonna have ground beef orzo with tomato cream sauce. This one is a 30-minute meal, very minimal prep going on. Let's get started. I know they've missed you, little girl. Have you missed them? Tell them. I missed you. Where did you go? Oh, all right. Can I get back to filming? Thank you. Yo, I'm so out of practice. I just started coming over here cooking and did not bring y'all over here. I've got this large, you can use a Dutch oven or a big soup pot on about medium-high heat. I've got a pound of ground beef, and we're just gonna brown this completely. While our ground beef is still cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and add in this onion. I just diced up this onion really quickly because honestly, I forgot to do it before. It says to use 1/2 of a medium onion. I just used 1 small onion and diced it. So now I'm going to add in some minced garlic. You need 3 to 4 cloves. Also, if your ground beef has too much fat, you do want to go ahead and drain it. This next step is completely optional. This is some red pepper flakes. I have about 1/2 teaspoon. We like a little bit of heat in our food, you know that. So we're gonna go ahead and add it, but you can leave that out. We also need about 1/2 teaspoon of Italian herbs. I got this grinder at Sam's Club. And we need 1 cup of uncooked orzo. If you aren't familiar, orzo is a pasta, but it's shaped like rice. We're just gonna let all of this cook together for about a minute before we add in our liquids. Okay, now we're gonna add our liquid. So it says 14 ounces of tomato sauce. This is a 15-ounce can, so it'll be fine. We're gonna pour that in. You need about 3/4 a cup of beef broth. You need 1 cup of heavy cream, so I'll do about 1/2 of this. And then you also need about a teaspoon of the dub sauce. I call it the dub sauce because dub. I can say it, I think. I've kind of practiced it. But so many people say it different ways that I just say the dub sauce. It's just easier that way. Oh my, that already looks good. So we're gonna let this come up to a bubble. We don't want it to come to like a hard boil, but we are gonna let it come up to a bubble, and then I'll probably turn it down to about medium. And we're gonna let it cook for long enough to let the orzo cook. Okay, it's starting to bubble. I'm gonna set the timer for about 10 minutes. That should be good. You do wanna come in here and stir every so often so that your orzo doesn't stick to the bottom. And like I mentioned, I'm gonna turn the heat down Ignore my pastime banana. Let's turn it down to about medium low. That way it doesn't cook all of our liquid out before our orzo is cooked. So let's set the timer. Okay, it has been 10 minutes. I have come over here and stirred it a little bit. I will tell you I added just a little bit more beef broth because I felt like it was getting too thick. So let me turn the heat off. I'm gonna take it off of the heat. That's hot, but we can do it quickly. And let me show you the consistency. I mean, it's thick. It's not supposed to be a soup, but mine had gotten a little too thick. I probably ended up adding another 1/4 cup of beef broth. So maybe a full cup. Just eyeball it and see how yours cooks. Maybe I just had it up too high still. And then of course the orzo is soaking up the liquid as well. But the orzo is done now. So now we're gonna stir in our spinach and our Parmesan cheese. I have about a 1/2 cup here. I grated this a little bit earlier using my little cheese grater. And speaking of little, there's a little girl. There you go. She loves some Parmesan cheese. Okay, but before we do this, let's season it with a little salt and pepper. This is just gonna be to taste, so it's up to you how much you add. Let me stir that in. Okay, let's add in our spinach. You need about 2 cups. Earlier, well, I'll take you back in time and show you. Now we're gonna be removing the stems off of this baby spinach. You do not have to do that. I am extra. I've gone through this before. I just don't love the stems on my baby spinach. If it's a short stem, we're good. Long stem, no. But while I'm doing that, I wanted to ask how you are. Since it's been so long since I've been posting videos, I just wanted to check in on you guys. I hope you've had a great few weeks. We have been enjoying our back porch, and Steven took some time off right here around his birthday. So we've just been enjoying some time together without him working, without me working. It's been glorious. I also went to Winston-Salem just for a few hours for a friend of mine, Chrissy. You may remember Chrissy. She cooked with me here on my channel before. She did chicken a la Chrissy. And she got married. They got married a year ago, but they did a very small ceremony, and to celebrate their 1 year, they did like the big wedding. And so it was a renewal of their vows, but with everybody there, all of their friends and family. And it was so much fun. We had such a blast. It was the best wedding I've ever been to. So we need 2 cups of spinach for this recipe. And then we're also gonna sprinkle in our Parmesan cheese. Let's stir this up, and we're gonna put the lid on this and just let it wilt down for 3 to 5 minutes. So if you are new here, Steven and I love to read through the comments from you guys, and we always choose, most of the time, we choose 2 or 3 comments to read here on camera with you, so.
Yeah. All right, John Blamey says, Mandy, I tried your creamy garlic pork chops last night and they were great. I wouldn't go so far as to put the sauce on my oatmeal.
You remember you said that?
But I did try it this morning on my home fries and eggs, and it was good. Keep doing what you do and loving each other. Staff Sergeant retired. All right.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much
that.
for your service.
Nice.
I love that you did put the gravy on your home fries and eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gravy on those pork chops, those creamy garlic pork chops.
Oh man.
Y'all.
Amazing.
Steven said he would put it on everything.
I just love it.
It's really good. So thank you, John, for your service, and thank you for your comment.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Steven's birthday. If you are watching this video, his birthday has already passed. It was on May 3rd. So wish him a happy birthday down in the comments. So this particular recipe was printed out and mailed to me from Justine. She mailed it to my P.O. box along with some other things and some goodies. Let me show you. She sent me these adorable little utensils that I can use for baking and cooking and all the things. So thank you, Justine, for sending this. But she sent several recipes, but this one just sounded so easy and so yummy. And it is an Oreo no-bake peanut butter pie. So Justine sent this to me. She is from Churchville, Pennsylvania. So thank you, Justine. We are looking forward to having this for dessert. Let's get started. I'm already breaking the rules. In her recipe, it said to use the Oreo Ready crust. My grocery store was completely out of that, but they had this one, which is if you're in the South, we have a grocery store called Ingles, and their house brand is Laura Lynn. And then it also said, oh no, I'm not breaking the rules. It did say a Philadelphia block of cream cheese. I'm just using the Laura Lynn. And then it did say to use Jif peanut butter, and I do have that. But These are all of our ingredients here. Very, very simple. I'm gonna break out my KitchenAid mixer. Y'all, I use this thing so rarely that there's dust in here. Okay, all right. And let me wash this really quickly. That's embarrassing. Okay, I'll be back. We are back in business. Okay, we need half a cup of peanut butter. I've got my cream cheese in the microwave softening. I feel like y'all have told me this before, to spray my measuring cup before I put in something sticky. So that's what I'm gonna do. I sprayed it a lot, but that's okay. And let's measure out a half a cup. That's ready. And I have olive oil spray all over the counter. So let's put it all in here. I'm gonna put in my half a cup of peanut butter. Oh, y'all, we're not kidding. That was so much easier. Okay, well, never gonna forget that trick. I also need half a cup of sugar. We need 1 block of cream cheese. I did soften it and get it all over the side here. Meow. I need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. It's a little more than 2 because I spilled some, you know. And then lastly, we need half of this tub of Cool Whip. She didn't tell me what size, so I just got the regular size, the 8 ounce. I just got it at the grocery store a little while ago. It seems pretty soft. I'm gonna use the little spatula she sent me. It's not completely soft in the middle, but that's okay. I think it'll be all right. We're gonna reserve the rest of this Cool Whip for the topping later. All right, let's pull this up. Ta-da! And we're just gonna mix it well. Okay, I will tell you one thing, it smells divine. So I've got my pie crust here, and we're just going to fill it with our filling. Maybe I should have sprayed the spatula with olive oil. I shouldn't have used this spatula, it's coming up. You see how it's coming through the little slats? Oh, adventures of baking with Mandy. And this is a no bake. I would think that this would be easy. I mean, it is easy, but it's still comical because it's me. Good grief. Mandy. Now let's try this again. So what we're gonna do is put this in the refrigerator for about a half an hour. You can do it overnight, it doesn't matter. And then after that half an hour, we'll come in and just top it with the rest of the other half of the Cool Whip. And then it's ready to serve whenever. So this is gonna go in the fridge and we'll be eating this in probably about an hour.
Yeah, Jane.
I don't know how to say her last name. Sorry, Jane.
JT. Try the cheese and beef stroganoff. Absolutely delicious. Done in Instant Pot. So worth it.
She's talking about the boursin cheese.
Oh, okay.
To use the boursin cheese in beef stroganoff. I like the way you think.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Also, a lot of you have tried to help me say boursin the correct way. I've heard boursin.
Boursin.
I don't know. So a lot of you gave me lots of different ways to say it. So I guess there's a lot of different interpretations of how to say it, but
you gotta have a little in there.
Somebody else commented and said to try the boursin cheese in mashed potatoes too. I bet that would be really good. Make them super creamy. Yeah. I like that idea. So thank y'all for your comments. We really appreciate y'all leaving comments. And if you leave a comment below, you never know, we might read it on the next video. Hi, spread cream cheese, not hate.
Yeah.
You're gonna have cream cheese in just a little bit.
I'm excited.
It's not in here though.
It's a dessert.
It's a dessert. That's right. Everything's okay.
Alrighty.
Y'all, look at the pollen. Oh my. I should have wiped that down.
Very creamy. Love the flavor of the sauce.
Yeah.
It's like a tomato sauce, but it's got like lots of, looks like cheese in it.
Yeah, it's got Parmesan cheese in there. Good.
Oh, it's a little spicy.
Uh-huh. It's got red pepper flakes in there. Oh. How about that?
I like this a lot.
Well, good. I'm glad.
This was really good.
This is so creamy and delicious, and it does have a little spice to it for sure. But to me, this is like spaghetti night, but a little more sophisticated.
Yeah, I would agree.
Would you agree?
Oh yeah. This is good pasta.
It's very good. It's so creamy. That cream sauce is wonderful. And then I love the addition of the spinach, and I don't know, this is just really good. And then that little heat is great. So, okay.
Really good.
Eat up, but don't go back because you need to save room for dessert.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Our neighbor's dog is barking like crazy, so sorry about that. But we have a container garden this year, y'all. He's out there checking our tomatoes right now. We've got tomatoes, jalapenos, cucumbers, dill, cilantro. I think that's it. We only have one container, like one large container this year. Maybe next year we'll do more, but he's out there checking them. We're gonna have so many tomatoes. And we have that little fence around it because our neighbor's cat at night comes and digs in the container garden. Well, he did. Now he doesn't. He can't get in there, so yay. Okay, it has been in the fridge for about an hour and a half. We're gonna take the remainder of our Cool Whip and put it on the top. Ooh, and you know what? Hang on. I've got these little Justine's peanut butter cups. I'm gonna unwrap one and put it right smack dab in the middle. It's gonna be so cute. And then I'm gonna eat it. Boop. All right, let's eat. Look at that.
That is beautiful.
You know what? I'm gonna chop up this little guy. Hang on.
That's all you get.
There you go. Look at that.
That's some of that cream cheese pie.
Ain't that cute? Cream cheese pie. It's more than just cream cheese, goofball. All right, I'm getting me a piece and we're gonna eat. You ready?
A bigger piece than my piece.
Shut up.
Well, maybe not.
Mind your business. Oh wait, I gotta take a picture of it. Hold it.
Better hurry.
Stop.
Quickly.
Stop.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. What are you doing?
Oh.
So this is a peanut butter pie
Okay.
in an Oreo type crust.
Right.
It's
and
not.
you snuck a little something in there.
No, it's a lot of something. Cream
Cream
cheese.
cheese.
That's like one of the main ingredients.
Okay.
I didn't sneak nothing in there.
All right, here we go. Little crunch on the bottom there. I can tell.
Wait.
Tinky.
Oh, good.
It's like
It tastes like
silky smooth.
It tastes like a big old Reese's cup.
Yeah, it does.
That's good. Thank you, Justine, for sending this in.
It's not too rich either. I'm not a fan of like really rich
Dessert, yeah.
like desserts. It's got a little frothiness on it because of the topping, the whipped topping.
You spit on me when you did. It's on my arm.
Sorry. When I did that, like everything moved. My whole body. My whole face moved. I did. My whole body moved. Everything just kind of jangle.
Tell them what you did this morning.
I went to the gym.
He sure did.
Yeah,
I just recently started going to the gym like a week ago. And
it's painful.
he went for the first time today. He said, I'm done. He went to the gym and that was it. That was all she wrote. Going back to the gym when you haven't been in forever, it's painful. That first day, I went back to the gym and I took a class. It's called Body Pump. It pumped my body all right. I couldn't even walk for 2 days. You remember that? You had to help me.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Help me sit down. Like I
Couldn't
had to
stand
fall
up,
down.
couldn't sit down, couldn't walk.
It was so bad. But I'm doing much better
I
now.
was like, yeah, it's real healthy.
It's real good for you.
What don't kill you makes you stronger.
So we went to the gym this morning and now we're eating pie. It's all about balance, friends. All about balance. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday, dear commentator.
Happy birthday to me.
I love you.
I love you too.